So if you're in university right now, chances are you've been told your degree is basically the key to everything. But what if I told you that's, well, not really the whole story anymore? Today we're going to ask a pretty tough question. Is your degree actually enough? And spoiler alert, it's probably not. But don't sweat it, because we're going to break down exactly what you can do about it.
Okay, let's just be real for a second. You could be absolutely crushing it in your classes, hitting every deadline, being that perfect student. But in today's job market, which is changing faster than ever, with AI and new tech popping up, that piece of paper is just not the golden ticket it used to be. It's a bit of a harsh reality, I know, but your degree alone, it really doesn't guarantee you that dream job.
And look, it's totally understandable why this whole thing is so stressful. The pressure is just immense. You're juggling exams, you're probably thinking about student debt, you're trying to have some kind of a social life, and all the while, this huge question of what comes next is just hanging over your head. I mean, it is a lot to handle.
To really get why grades aren't the full picture, let's dive into something we'll call the internship paradox, and we're going to do it through a real story. A story of frustration, and more importantly, a story of reinvention.
So, I want you to meet Sihle. On paper, this guy was the ideal student. He was studying law, and his grades were incredible. We're talking right at the top of his class. He was doing everything right, following the traditional playbook to a T. But here's where that paradox really kicks in. Despite his amazing academic record, he was seriously struggling to land an internship. He was sending out applications and just facing rejection after rejection. His qualifications, the very thing he was working so hard for, just weren't enough to make him stand out from the crowd.
But instead of just burying his head in the books even more, Sihle did something absolutely brilliant. He pivoted. He looked around, noticed other law students were struggling, and he started tutoring them. Then, he took it a step further and began creating online resources to help even more people. He saw a real need and just started building a solution for it, all on his own, completely outside of his university curriculum.
And the result of this shift? It was incredible. By the time he walked across that stage at graduation, Sihle didn't just have a law degree. Nope. He also had a small but very real consulting portfolio from his tutoring work, and he was already generating an income. He had built actual, tangible proof of his skills and his initiative. You see, what Sihle stumbled upon wasn't just some side hustle. It was a seriously powerful strategy. And that brings us to what we're calling the skill stacking blueprint. And honestly, you should think of this as your personal career insurance plan. We're calling this whole idea parallel skill stacking. And that word, parallel, is the most important part. It's the intentional practice of building valuable transferable skills at the same time as you're getting your formal degree. See, it's not about replacing your education. It's about making it 1,000 times more powerful.
So why is this so critical? Well, because in a world where entire industries can get turned upside down overnight, skill stacking is your insurance policy. It protects you from all that uncertainty and makes you way more adaptable and valuable, no matter what the future of work ends up looking like.
This slide right here makes such a crucial point. On one hand, you've got job titles, which are fragile. A marketing manager role could become obsolete or just disappear tomorrow. But on the other hand, you have the skills behind that title. Things like copywriting or data analysis or project management. Those are permanent assets in your toolkit. You own them, and you could take them with you absolutely anywhere.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Let's break it down into a super simple 3-step action plan that you can literally start using today.
It's genuinely simpler than you might think. First up, identify. Just pick 2 or 3 skills that interest you and are actually in demand. Think graphic design, public speaking, maybe video editing. Next, create. Don't just read about it, go do it. Start really small projects. Design a logo for a campus club, build a 1-page website, record a short podcast. And finally, showcase. Build a simple online portfolio. Seriously, it could even just be a detailed LinkedIn post to show people what you've actually made.
And here is the most important part, so listen up. This isn't about becoming a world-class expert overnight. The goal is not perfection. It's simply about taking that first step, learning as you go, and building a small body of work that proves you have the initiative and the ability to get real results.
So don't wait for permission. Don't wait until graduation day. You have the ability to start building your future right this second. Your first project is out there just waiting for you. And hey, if you need a little push to get started, look for opportunities to share your work. For instance, communities like Ray Ray Digital are out there offering to feature student projects and even provide mentorship.
Putting your work out there is a fantastic way to get feedback and, get noticed.
Let's end with this thought. Your degree, it's really important. It's your foundation. But a foundation is just the beginning. The real question you need to be asking yourself now is, what are you going to build on top of it?